Hello.
Hello,
Our
Mandy time.
yes, it's time to talk about Mandy's. So before we get into Mandy, of course,
Hmm.
this being a loose butthole review, we must start out with our ratings to get those out of the way. For mine, it is a 4 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Oh, perfect film for the Spooge.
Yeah, perfect Nicolas Cage film. Fucking insane. Fucking like, I mean, this is this is what I love. There's no like weird, distracting actual like CG, cheap CGI. Is so artistic. Uh, I mean, the visuals were fucking magical and beautiful. Felt like, I mean, the whole thing's like a drug trip. Uh, and
I could say some of
the
the
animated segments are
visuals. Okay, so for me, some of the visuals took away from it. I When it comes to
mm.
strobing, I don't really like because I got a paranoia of having a seizure from it. So that really
Yeah, I mean,
takes away.
definitely
Like
don't
if I
watch
have
this
to
if you
look
have
away from the screen, that's gonna take away. And that I don't know. Like when they were first laying down, like the very first scene that they're laying down, it has that
mm.
weird red color effect to it that like just messed with my
I mean, there's a
eyes.
lot of that. There's a
Well,
lot of
no,
like tense
they seem to have
alter.
adjusted. They adjusted it a bit during the film to where it
Mm.
wasn't messing with the first time they showed it though. It was like really fucking with my eyes to the point where it was starting to kind
Mm.
of hurt a little bit to like look at the screen.
Mm.
And that's why I was like, oh, I'm not digging this effect too well.
So, anything else about the film? So, like first half.
The cult leader for me, the dude that played the cult leader, he did a phenomenal job. I'm going to assume that it was more on the director and not the actor himself. But the cult
Mm.
leader he was more too. He didn't have enough gravitas to him for me. He just didn't have that oomph when he talked. And and until the very last scene, and even then, it seemed like he was kind of holding himself back a bit. Like he really
Mm.
wanted to let go, but he didn't at the same time. And I guess you could say that was more on the character just trying to keep his composure and not lose himself in the moment. But I don't know. I just feel the cult
I
leader
just feel like
could have had way more energy.
he seemed like a good kind of like strung out old like fucking acid fucking sorry blinking out uh fucking burnout like a burnout cult leader. I mean he's got that vibe.
Yeah, I didn't care for the fucking initiation scene that the wannabe solar temple initiation fucking scene
Oh, when he was
when they
listening,
first bring
put
down
his music on.
Mandy. Like,
That's a great scene. I love the fucking bug. That's like fucking
oh
great too.
well, when they forced the trip on her, but when I just I couldn't help but to think of the cult, the Knights of the Solar Temple of
Mm. Well, he was kind of supposed to be lame though too, because it's like Mandy fucking laughs in his fucking
it's
face
just like
about like the stupid song he's playing.
when the fuck is
He
he
like
like
I feel
like
like he
but
plays feel like he played the perfect narcissist. You know.
yeah but see with the Knights of the Solar Temple I would have at least got to see the Grail, at least got to see the Grail, got a cape, and
Well,
some
these
chick
guys
just
had
got
more
to
of a
lay
Manson
down
thing
and have a
going anyway.
laser pointer like he got way too heavy.
I know. I feel like this is more like Manson discovered like being a warlock, more like you know.
Uh, to be honest, I feel like this is Manson if he was into Dungeons and Dragons and just so happens to fucking magically
Oh yeah,
find a Dungeons and
Dun
Dragons artifact.
yeah. There's the
Like
fucking
just a straight up
the blade
dagger
of
out
like
of
the
D and
pale
D.
knight. Where which the Pale Knight is a for those who don't know is one of the fucking like main fucking I think like the main demon in some editions of the Abyss. The
Oh
Pale
shit.
Knight. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
it
that's
just
some
I don't
crazy
know,
shit
man.
going on there.
I love the visuals of it. That they could have did
Mm.
away. I didn't care for the strobing, and like I said, that very first scene with them laying down with that red color effect, that they could have done away with that, and it would have been a perfect film for me.
Like the
If
animation.
if if they shaved off like 15 or 20 minutes, because I did have to make a timestamp of when I was like, all right, it's time for the climax. Let's go. And
Climax is great.
it was great that as soon as I said that, basically they was like, okay, all right, here's the climax.
Yeah.
But I just hate that I had to make that timestamp to begin with. I wish that they, I don't know, maybe if they'd shaved off a few more seconds before I could get that timestamp out, and just, yeah, I don't know, that whole scene with her, with the main woman of the cult, it's just
Mm.
uncalled for.
Oh, and she's trying to seduce him?
Yeah, when she's like, "Oh, he said I'm the best lover because my empathy and my passion, blah 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 blah." It's like, at that point, I'm like, "Ah, oh, come on, like just kill her." Like,
Yeah,
why
led
are
up to
you
her getting her. Yeah, she did, and he killed her.
like,
He
no, you?
chopped
But
off her head and threw
she
it.
monologued. He let her monologue. Like, at that point, he shouldn't have been letting anybody but the cult leader monologue. And he shouldn't even really have let the cult leader monologue. I
I
feel
feel
the
like
only
maybe he
reason
was
why he was letting the
hesitating
cult
on the
leader
women.
monologue is because I feel that I, I I know this is fucked up, but I like to feel that he thought about it. He thought about the
Mm.
offer that the cult leader made him.
Huh, that's an interesting.
Because
No,
he
I think
did
he was just.
hesitate. Like, as the cult leader's kneeling down and he's like got his hand, he hesitates, squeezing his head after he says it.
I think he was just savoring the moment.
I guess, but I saw that as hesitation. I was like, oh shit, he's actually thinking about getting a blowjob.
I mean, that'd be pretty funny.
Like that'd have been a weird twist for the movie, but oh man, and the I hate to say it, the demon bikers were uncalled for. If they didn't need
Those
to
were
be like
that's what
they they
those
didn't have
were
to
the
be some
fucking best
demon bike.
part.
They could have just been some sick human bikers. They
Well,
didn't
they
need
were.
any.
You didn't fucking listen to the. You even told me that you missed the explanation of them.
Okay. On that one, they literally had
They're
Nicolas
exactly
Cage
fucked up
freaking out,
people.
and then as soon as they're like, okay, now here's a whole bunch of shit ton of exposition. Like, what? No, that was terrible placement on their part.
Yeah, I guess yeah, it was kind of odd.
Like, to be honest, I feel they should have had the RV
But
scene.
let me explain the bikers though. Let me
Hold on,
explain
hold
the
on.
bikers.
I feel before you do, I feel they should have had the RV scene before the bathroom scene.
Mm,
Like, he went and collected
yeah.
his stuff and then went home and then freaked out. It makes more sense.
Well, I mean, he had to clean himself up though first and get out of that and just kind of like I don't know. I don't. I think that would have made less sense if he like left and was like, I'm just gonna go get some stuff and then come back. Nah, I don't think that'll work.
Well, he could have cleaned himself up and everything before he got the stuff, but I think the freak out scene in the bathroom should have been saved for after the RV, because it's just the RV scene being placed afterwards kills the pacing of the film, because it's like, fuck yeah, Nicolas Cage is freaking out, it's ramping up, and then it's like, what? Wait, why? Why are we? Why are we
Well, he
collecting
goes
a
and gets his
crossbow?
weapons and learns.
Why
Yeah,
are
he
we?
gets his weapons to hunt
Why are
them
we
all down
learning?
and like learns what
Like,
the enemy is.
this this was already established in the film, though. Like, why are you gonna cause a freak out and then stop the freak out to explain to have an exposition dump? It is a quick exposition dump, I will say. It didn't overstay its welcome, but I like was totally blanked out at that whole scene. I was just like,
Mm,
the fuck is
yeah,
going on? Like, why are we here? Why aren't we
they could have done
killing
it in a different
bikers?
way. Because the bikers stole Mandy,
Well, that was
and
after
are
they burned Mandy.
the yeah. I mean, but they still have an alliance with the. Okay, let me explain the bikers.
Okay, yeah, with the stone ocarina, the fucking summon. Link needs to learn that fucking song.
All right, so
Fucking play an ocarina of time and play a song to have like demon bikers show up and fight for you.
okay,
Okay, okay.
so like, so the bikers were like, uh, I forget that the one dude, I think it's yeah, it was just like from like a really bad, crazy batch that the fucking cult or the dude that works for the cult made, for these biker dudes, and they took it and that's what that like gray stuff is, that Nick cage that just like takes a little bit of and like goes permanently fucking crazy. Uh, that's what they took, but they fucking chugged it. Like they just chugged massive amounts of it, and they always get it from the cult. And they get cold from the cult and are given the acid and a sacrifice in order to do like their bidding. And but they used to be human, but they like got twisted from all the drug things, and they love like they're like sadomasochists, and that's why they're all fucked up too, is because they like did a bunch of crazy like body mod and stuff.
Oh, see now
They're like
if they
crazy demonic like
now
beyond warlock warrior
now
dudes that are
now I'm
tripping
hoping
balls.
now I wish they did it even better. I wish that Mandy was present for the RV scene, so it would be like
Mm,
they were being hunted down by the bikers. That
mm.
I could restructure the whole film now because of that explanation. Like, like yeah, that explanation deserves a way better placement.
Oh, did you fucking notice like in the house of like what happened to that couple? Like that dude with his pants down was covered in blood,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was in the
I
same
did
room
know
with
I did
the
notice dude
spiked
like
dick
had
dude.
like a spiked strap on and shit
Yeah,
like that. That's why
watching porn,
that's why I
doing
was at
coke.
first like thinking maybe that like there were seven of them and like they could have been standing for the seven deadly sins and that one could have been like lust or something or gluttony.
Now they're pretty much like serial killer.
But yeah,
They're pretty much what you said though, just like messed up humans that
yeah, just fucked up humans,
they're
which
they're
I
they're
love that.
they're
I love
basically
that. It's
biker
just
Cenobites.
they explain it. They just explain it in a just the wrong area, just the wrong placement in the
Mm.
movie. Like to be honest, I feel that
But their fights were great with
they
them
should have
and
ramped
the
up the
fucking.
kidnapping a bit more. They should have like
It happens real fast. Like yeah, it
yeah,
happens like getting
it
the
was
killing of Mandy
so
like happened
abrupt.
really
Like
fast.
because it's literally like okay, so there's a bunch of cultists. They have a stone ocarina and they blow it, and some fucking dudes come and they chug some gray shit, and then they go kidnap the girl. It's like no explanation what's
Mm.
going on whatsoever, and then you have to wait like an hour to get any explanation, and after that you're already so you I was already so invested into the Nick Cage freak out that I'm like, no, I don't care about what you have to say. Just go leave. I don't want this scene. I want my Nick Cage.
You read my shirt.
Uh,
Those fight scenes are great.
oh man, I
That whole last climax was like great. That was, I mean, that
Yeah. Oh, dude.
The chainsaw fight.
That the chainsaw. I did not see that. It was uncalled for, but I liked it because it was not. I did not expect that at all. I was just like,
Just a
okay, so they're
bigger
gonna fight with some
chainsaw.
chainsaws. Oh, this is a Seth Roth chainsaw, motherfucker.
Mm. We had to differentiate it because I mean, another good chainsaw fight was in fucking oh shit, I'm trying to think of the name of the film. Uh, uh, eh, what's their names? Something something versus evil. Uh,
Uh, it
one
wouldn't.
second.
The Bruce Campbell films?
No, one second.
Cause isn't it?
One second. Doing a little
Isn't the third
Wikipedia
one like
here.
Ash versus the Evil Dead or something like that? But yeah, when
The
it.
one second.
Oh well, I was just trying to
One second.
fill the silence.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay. Oh, I need to see that
Would
one. I
you?
need to see that one because the dude that plays
Yeah, it's
Mr.
really good.
Nobody from
Alan
Doom
T. Dyke.
Patrol's in it.
Yep, Alan T. Dyke.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
Alan,
also Joker in Harley Quinn show.
which is a really good. I'm not gonna lie, he plays a really good Joker.
Yeah, I like that that show's like that's kind of like one of my trash shows, but I love that show.
Yeah, it's not a good show by far, but it's just it's a good show to have on in the background.
Mhm. It's got good moments.
Yeah. Oh man, my favorite is the. Oh now, oh, love how this is a fucking Mandy review, and now we're talking about the fucking Harley Quinn TV show.
Yeah, might as well just add a little bonus review, a little bonus loose butthole review right here. Harley Quinn. The
I
series.
it if I had to give it a true rating, I'm not gonna lie, it would probably be like a 2 out of 5, but it's a 4 out of 5 for me.
3 out of 5.
I say the reason
I'd say 3 out of 5.
is solely more because of the Joker and Batman in it.
Mm.
Like I just they nailed it.
Yeah,
All right.
oh, and fucking, I like that trap dude too. But who? That's also Alan T. Dyke.
Yes, okay, yeah, that,
uh,
that's a good one as well. All right, so
a lot of the good funny voices in that is just like Alan T. Dyke. Alan T. Dyke does a lot of voices in that show.
he's a very broad actor, and that's what I love about
Yeah,
him. That's why he plays a good Mr. Nobody.
I still need to watch that.
You need to watch Doom. At least season. I haven't watched season two. I haven't watched season
Mm.
two, but they do have a season two. But you definitely need to watch season one solely because of Mr. Nobody. Like Mr. Nobody sells that season.
It's not only on DC, is it?
It's on HBO. Well, they DC Universe doesn't exist anymore. It's everything's
Oh,
been
sweet.
integrated to HBO Max.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
might start that.
anything that was DC Universe exclusive is now an HBO Max exclusive.
Mm, Nice.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? Another bonus thing. I just fucking remembered something, and I got re-angry again. This came out of nowhere. When you motherfucker,
What?
you motherfucker. You
What?
said that you said that System of a Down sounds like Disturbed, you son of a bitch.
Oh
You said they sound
yeah.
like exactly the fucking
Oh
same.
yeah. Oh my
I think it was like a month ago.
god. Oh my god. When did yeah, I think I said that like super
It
recently
pissed me
too.
off. It wasn't recent. It was a long time ago. It's been steaming on it. I was always gonna bring it up, but I always forgot.
No, no, I think something in our group chat caused me to have to say it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I recently said that again
Well, I
because
sure didn't
I
notice it
always
because
mix up System of Down with the
how?
group that does the Disturbed song. It's not
How?
System of a Down?
The group that does the Disturbed song?
Oh my
The group that does the Disturbed sound? Disturbed's a band.
I thought
Disturbed is a band, and
I
they do Down with the Sickness.
I literally thought
No,
down.
no, no.
I thought the song was called.
They sound nothing alike.
I could have swore that song was called "Disturbed" by System of a Down.
No, it's called Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. System of a Down is by one of a much far better band. Second,
I well, I hate both of them, so
they do not equate each other. You can't say you hate both of them. You didn't even know one of them was a band.
no, I didn't because they suck. It's like I didn't look into them.
Stupefy is catchy.
She's like, what is this schlock? System of a Down, okay, whatever.
Oh, don't you talk about fucking System of a Down. Fuck you, motherfucker. This is heresy. Heresy is being spoken here. Of dissing System of a Down.
Hey,
Probably
if
probably
anyone,
the best new metal band come out of that time.
well,
Jesus Christ.
that's the thing. That's the
Disrespect.
thing.
Serge Tankian. The genius of Serge
I'm-
Tankian. And him
I'm one of the
He made
people
that
that
fucking
thinks new
band.
metal's trash.
Well, I mean, it's good trash sometimes. Some pieces of it, little tiny pieces.
I
Fucking
I grew up with more underground.
That new- that-
I grew up
that-
with.
that new-
I will get to say I do get to say I did grow up with a little more underground music than normal. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up on emo music, not new metal, so.
I don't
And-
know. I mean, like
And emo
best new metal albums
before
go, like,
before
listen to the
emo was
Wu-Tang.
like a
Listen to the
popular
Wu-Tang
thing to
Clan
be and
new metal
everything.
album.
It was completely underground.
Listen to the Wu-Tang New Clan new metal album. It's fucking great.
Wu Tang
That's
has
all
a
I'm gonna
new
say.
metal album.
Yeah, they do a song with fucking System of a Down. They do a
Well,
cover of Shame.
okay. So now we're getting into like groups doing different genres and stuff. That's
That's what new metal is. It's just taking a lot of the hip hop like rhythms and bass and putting metal on it. That's what new metal is. That's
new
what
metal.
makes it
New metal can also just be equated to mainstream, quote unquote, heavy metal bands.
I mean, that's like the, like the more like how I would used to have looked at it.
Fucking if Limp Bizkit can be considered new metal, then yeah, you got a problem.
They have a guitar and they go like.
All right, so
I
we
definitely
need
think they
to.
were more on the rap side, but then you also have like
This is no
Mudvayne
longer a fucking
and-
Mandy review.
and honestly, I mean, even though they're technically not, I mean that's like what the type of sound that Slipknot came. I mean, Slipknot's first stuff was new metal too.
I would love to continue this. I would love, but we shouldn't.
Gangsta rap.
We let's. That is our Mandy review.
That is our Mandy review.
4 out of 5 for me.
And also System of a Down. 10 out of 5. Fuck you. And Disturbed. 2 out of 5. They're one of the first bands I saw live. And I do go back to Stupefy sometimes because he goes, her and her.
All right, all right.
Okay. Well, oh wait, no. You know what? Before we end this, I'm gonna give you the difference between Disturbed. Disturbed goes like. And then System of a Down's like, alright. And then like Darren comes in, he's like fucking like he's like so there you go. It's fucking great. It's beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye.
Okay.
End of review. Alright,
Okay.
bye.
Okay. All right. That's
Ends.
that's
Cut
the
it.
end of the review. Bye bye.
Cut
Bye
the
bye.
feed.